All right, so we're just gonna jump right into some Imp Warlock. Sadly, that is the deck we are playing today. I know, I'm upset about it too, but it's on the list. You know, if it's on the list, you gotta play it, so.
Nemzi versus
Nemzi. Okay, looking at this opening hand, I actually like it a lot. We can play turn 1, turn 2, we can play 2 1-drops. If everything dies, we can coin out the Mischievous Imp as early as turn 3. And just go crazy with it. Hey, what's good, Ecore? Haven't been watching your stream lately, now I'm back. Hey, Shrek, how's it going? Always happy to have you around. And yeah, I'm doing well. How are you doing? How are you doing? I feel like I've seen your comments on YouTube videos, but then again, I feel like there could be a lot of names that are Shrek in the comments, because I feel like it's a pretty common profile picture, or at least, like, you know, more common than some of them. We're gonna play both of these, just continue to try to flood that board, apply pressure. But yeah, I feel like I've seen your name around in the comments a little bit, but I'm happy to see you in a stream. A little bit unfortunate that they were able to immediately remove some of my stuff, but hopefully we're able to snowball the board from here. If we can get like a shitty bartender to play on even turn 4, pointing that out, that'd be fantastic. Okay. Voidwalker, sure. Let's go boom, and let's just keep pushing face. Not that big of a deal. It's gonna be kind of hard for him to kill a 2/4. I feel like this game looks a little bit blurry. I don't know why. The quality and everything's on high. Does it look a little bit off to you guys too? I feel like maybe it's just the golden cards. They just look like a little bit blurrier than they normally do. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, we get Murlocula. I think this is a time we can life tap here. Possibly play 2 1-drops. We get Nofin's Impossible. Let's just do... Yeah, let's just play the broken card and give all of these things a sick death rattle that basically wins me the game on its own. Yay! God, this card is so dumb. For 2 mana, I'm now giving all these things. I don't know what the. Hey, Ecore, what's up? Hey, fake, how's it going? Earliest I've ever joined a stream. Hey, Blaze, how's it going? Glad that you're joining as early as you are. Hope you're hope you're ready for a treat. We're gonna be playing this, and then we're gonna be playing Control Priest. To be fair, I feel like both of those decks are a little bit polarizing in different ways. A lot of people don't like Control Priest, and a lot of people don't like how crazy Imp Warlock can be. So I guess there are pros and cons to it. We're slowly infusing these things. I really want to top deck Shady Bartender. If we can top deck a Shady Bartender, let me tell you, game is over. It's done. If we top deck it. If we don't, we'll probably just like life tap and maybe play like Grimmer of Sacrifice. Are you gonna touch? Fair enough. That makes sense to me. We get Murlocula. Let's go life tap, see what we get. Another Nofin is Impossible. I don't mind this. In fact, some might even say this is pretty good. I don't know if I would necessarily say that, but some would say. Hit here, hit face, then another Nofin's Impossible. Right? Hit here, get a 2. Have this go face, Grimmer or Grimoire, whatever you want to call it, to kill off the 4/2, and then Nofin's Impossible again. Actually, you know what? Let's play this and then play Nofin's Impossible and just flood the board as much as I possibly can. Now, if they kill these minions, they're just going to constantly be spawning more minions, and there's nothing that they can do about it because balance. It's so sick. I have a weird deck that's been performing really well. Mid-range, Double Frost, Single Blood, Death Knight. I played one of those not too long ago. Does it run Sindragosa? Because the new Legendary is actually quite good. The Behemoth, a little rude, but understandable. Impending Catastrophe? Drawing 5 cards for 2 mana? No. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Oh my gosh, a Vile Library to basically just one-shot this dude as well as a Bartender. This is kind of insane. 1, 2, 3, wait, this is an imp, right? No, wait. It says imp specifically. So these are all imps. This is not an imp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we give it to this, that's 8 damage to just one-shot this blammo. Unfortunately, we can't play the Shady Bartender, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's fine. What do you summon? Holy crap, I lost. Okay, it looks like we are actually going to lose this game. I could have life tapped, but there's really no reason to. They're just going to play a bunch of things and completely destroy my board. Okay, saying I lost is definitely an exaggeration. Probably should have traded in a 1-1, so that way all the death rattles would be gone. I actually, like, massively misplayed by not... Okay, he's going to rush it into the 8. No, you rush it into a 1. I don't think it matters because it's going to die at the end of the turn anyway. Dread Lich Tamsin, wipe everything. That's unfortunate. But it does make room to play Shady Bartender and go crazy next turn. We can also play Imp King or Falm. When I say we've lost the game, I'm being a little bit dramatic, but at the same time, I hit the nuts, and their turn 7 is, their turn 6 was a daddiest, chattiest dude. All of these are infused, which is pretty cool. This is +2, this is also +2. Yeah, I don't think it really changes anything. This goes into the 8, and then spawns me another minion. What else do they have for 1? Yes, of course. Another Daddiest Thaddeus the Third. Daddiest Chattiest the 7th, the 17th. What am I looking for here? Stop killing my minions, please. Ah, jeez. How much can I build here? If I pump everything up, these two things go here. These go face. I don't think that there's a way I can win. If I had another Via Library, I could have played this Via Library, use these to kill this off and go face a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's almost like it's not balanced.
Impressive. You win this time.
Can I just say how much I hate Hearthstone sometimes? Like, it is ridiculous, the power spikes in this game. What do you think Warrior needs to be a top 3 class right now? A complete and total redesign. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say it's, like, maybe the 4th best control class in the game. It doesn't even gain as much armor or extra max HP as Death Knight or Druid. Or even, like, Mage in some situations has a lot of armor gain. Maybe a little bit less than Warrior, but it doesn't have the most armor. Its control tools aren't as good as a lot of other classes. It doesn't have a win condition. It doesn't have an identity. Yeah, Warrior should probably just be completely revamped. We are going to probably keep Fiendish Circle, but I kind of want to find a 1-drop. If I had a 1-drop, I would probably have kept Fiendish Circle, but I need to have something to play early on in the game. And even after a full mulligan, we still don't have a 1-drop, which is a bit unfortunate. I will say, Shaman with Primordial Wave can actually get rid of my death rattles with the no fins impossible, which could be a problem, but I don't really think that it will be. We're gonna coin out Imp Gang Boss because nothing really else to play right now. I'd rather just get things that generate more imps so I can draw more cards and infuse more cards as well with the Imp King Reform. We'll play the other one turn 3. Turn 4 will probably just be drawing as many cards as I possibly can. 0-2, it's fine. I was kind of hoping that it would be Might. Kind of hoping that it would be the Might card. The totem that gives +1 attack, because then it would have spawned an extra 1/1 imp. Prescience, fair enough. I can kill one off, play this, and also play, what's it called? We'll draw some cards. We'll draw 5 to be exact. We won't overdraw, and then we're going to play No Fins Impossible. Do I want to play No Fins Impossible? Yeah, why not? Why not? It's 4 cards. It's 4 2/2s. It's literally gonna pump up some of these things, and these 2/2s are gonna spawn more. If they want to waste a Primordial Wave to try to get rid of some of this now, I mean, it's not even really a waste. Oh, it is gonna be. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. They got Daddius, Thaddeus, Chattius the Third. We're just gonna have to trade everything in here, it looks like. I mean, I knew that was a possibility. How do I kill this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wonder if...
I can just barely kill it, actually. I can just barely kill it and have everything live except maybe one thing, actually.
I wonder...
So I'm gonna have to play this, this, and then that. So these all trade in. This goes here, because it's not gonna kill off the 2/3, that's fine. The Death Rattle goes off, then we can play this. Then we can play this and pump up the 2 twice. This goes here, and then we play the Grimoire of Sacrifice, kill off my own 3/2 to kill off the last 2 minions. Okay. That went fine. We haven't had that many imps die because they did transform everything. We did bait out the first Primordial Wave though, so I guess they have slightly lower power spikes potentially. No way. They're gonna evolve it for 1 and choose what they evolve into. Oh, okay, they're not choosing at least. That's a plus, I guess. A Deathwing, sure. Yeah. Let's go all these cards and then Impending Catastrophe, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. Impending Catastrophe, so we can just draw as many cards as possible. 4, it's not bad. It's crazy that a deck this good, that if you went back like 3 years ago, would absolutely obliterate everything that has ever existed up until this point, is getting absolutely shafted by Evolve Shaman. Absolutely destroyed. Like, I don't think that there's a world where I can win the game, because they already have so many things. They can just play 3 Piranhas and kill off this minion, and a 1/1, which makes this significantly weaker, and then I have no way of dealing with the 12/12. Like, I'm dead in 2 turns, and if they have Brucon, I'm even more dead. So, like, this game is so fucking dumb. Best budget deck right now? I actually don't know. I'd probably say Imp Warlock or something along those lines would be really strong. Why would you do that? You complete maroon. Holy shit, this person is incompetent. What? What the actual hell just happened? What? What just happened? I mean, I'll play this game out, but that was fucking stupid. I will tell you that right now. God damn. So I need to do 12 damage to kill this off. I can get this to be like 6 or something. Yeah, we'll do that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6 trades here. Guess that works. Right? 11. Oh, actually, we could theoretically do this, and then we don't have to trade in the 1/1. But I don't think it matters, because I'm going to play a second 3/2 anyway. Boom, boom. Boom. Hope they don't have another big devolve play or whatever, and then go face with a 3. Well, one can only hope they don't have another Primordial Wave, I guess. It happens in every card game, unfortunately. They start pretty balanced, power curve becomes insane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Everything just gets more and more ridiculous. I'm just gonna have to hope they don't get some extra direct damage. Deal 2 damage to everything, that's fine. I just need to hope that this isn't direct damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so they hit, and I need this to not be damage like I just said. This needs to be anything but the damage one. Okay, healing is fine. I don't care about healing at all. I will have to trade 2 things into this. I guess what I can do is I can go 3 trades and then just play Imp King or Fawn, as opposed to the Shady Bartender. No, I need to trade the non-golden ones in. Then we just play Imp King or Fawn so we can summon a whole bunch of extra minions here. It's either that or... yeah, we'll just play Imp King or Fawn, it's fine. It refloods the board as well. I could have traded away the Shady Bartenders, but I want to have both. I mean, I don't think I ever survive 2 more turns, but I'd like to have them. Okay, this is not good. It's not terrible. That's a misplay. They should have played the 1 transformation card first, but sure. The 1 mana one that transforms them all, because then you could have traded this after. Really? You get a Light Shower Elemental? Jeez Louise. Okay. 6. Sadly, we go Shady Bartender.
The top shelf is X.
And then we have to kill everything off. 5, 5, 6. Then we have to kill off the other one, then this 6 goes face. Wait, did we have lethal? Holy shit. No, we didn't quite have lethal. I had to kill this off. 5, 5, the 2 goes there. Yeah, we were just off of lethal, it's fine. Because we didn't have enough mana to play the second bartender. Okay, all good. 7 goes face. Do I want to leave myself with 3? I feel like leaving myself with 3 is not the worst play in the world. Considering he's gonna probably wipe my board with this anyway. 1, 2, 3 things will die. I don't think they have direct damage, right? Oh, I'm trolling. All he has to do is play a second schooling and I lose. That's my bad. I deserve to lose. I should have killed the Piranha. I was even thinking about it. It's fine. He's a bot, I'm a bot. We're all bots. Bloodlust and that, yeah. That's my bad. It's fine. I shouldn't have won that game anyway. I wasn't even recording. I really don't care about my rank. It's fine. I was honestly gonna concede that game regardless because it was just wasting time. Oh my gosh, okay. I need to just not get tilted by endless Evolve Shamans and ridiculousness. This game is just so tilting right now. I don't understand why Blizzard prints such broken things. Because I lose all motivation to play. As soon as I play against the Thaddeus on turn 3, I'm just like, what's the fucking point, right? Like, I'm already getting so upset. Okay. It's fine.
Let's dive in.
Okay, now we're gonna play seriously. Those first 2 games, I don't really fucking care about them, man. I shouldn't have won the game regardless, right? Like, it should not have happened either way. Like, the game should have been over a turn or 2 ago, so I mean, I don't care about losing that one. I don't want to, I mean, if I'm not getting a recording from it, it doesn't matter anyway. I'll keep the Mischievous Imp. We have a turn 1, turn 2. If everything dies, Mischievous Imp is infused by turn 4 completely. And I mean, I have a lot of other cards I could potentially play. Okay, another Mischievous Imp? Okay, this is actually quite good, I'm not gonna lie. Just noticed your beard? I mean, it's not really a beard, it's more just laziness. Trying my absolute hardest to become a man, if you will. I'll play this. The problem is I kind of want to play Impending Catastrophe to draw 3 cards real quick. Then everything dies, and if nah, it's fine. Librarian, no fins impossible in the library. So next turn it's gonna be this and that. And then we'll be able to play this, and then another one, and then eventually play Nofin's Impossible. They're probably gonna hero power kill the 1/1 would be my guess. I guess there's a world where they don't hero power and kill the 1/1, right? Because if it's Unholy or Frost, there are probably a lot of other better things they can play. Okay, I'm fine with that. I think Imp Gang Boss would be the best thing to draw here. That's fine. We'll play this and a Librarian, both of which have enough attack to kill off the 1/2, which is nice. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just a 1/2, but it's something. I hate this expansion so much. I only played for the first 4 days. I mean, I don't know if I'd go so far as say I hate this expansion that much, but like, I am not a fan of the direction Blizzard has gone in terms of the absolute ridiculous power level of cards. It just never feels like anything that I do matters at all. You get an Imp Gang Boss. You only need one more to infuse, so trade here, then trade here. These are both infused. You can play them pretty easily. We'll play the golden one first because why not? Gotta love the gold. But yeah, I just have a bad, like, taste in my mouth every time I play against decks right now. Because I'm like, oh, I'm playing against Shaman, gonna have to try to beat a Thaddeus turn 3 or 4 that will then curve into a Glug or something else. Wait, okay, hold up. I actually don't know how this interacts because I didn't play Evolve Shaman that much. Does anybody know how this interaction works? Where you play Thaddeus, right? And then it says your odd or even cost cards cost 1. How does that work with the Goldshire Knoll? Does it count as the, like, if you have 3 cards in hand, right? Does it become a 8 mana card? And then if it's even, fair enough, Fixate doesn't really matter too much to me. I'm pretty okay with that. Like, how does that work? Does it go from 8 to 1? Or does it become like a 1 mana card and then the Knoll's effect comes into play and it becomes 0? I don't know if I'm explaining that as well as I would have liked to, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Do I want to play the Bartender? I think the Bartender on this turn is kind of nuts, and then we can go like via library, and just keep going. Let's just pump up this board, do 15 damage turn 5. Like, look at this. I haven't even played the new card yet for Insane Reload, and I have 19, I've lethal on board. Like, this is disgusting. Oh, No Muncher's pretty good. They heal up a ton off of that. It's actually quite solid. Okay. They could have Blood Boil. But I think going boom into boom, and then just trading here, they heal up a little bit more, and we just push more damage, I think is better. If I had played 2 of these, I could have done 6 more damage, which would not have been lethal. But now, we have an Insane Reload. Like, even if they play Blood Boil, all of these things respawn. I go double via library, and it should just be enough to win the game. Like, Blood Boil isn't going to win it for them. Even though they got Blood Boil and they're going to wipe my board. I guess I don't get the double via library. Wait, shoot. I did my math incorrectly. Lol, whoops. I was like, oh, I can just do it twice. A life tap once. We get that. We'll go via library, pump up a 2/2. These all just go face. I mean, it's not quite lethal, but we've still done enough damage to almost have lethal already. They can't play the Soul Stealer yet. It's not quite ready. They could play another Blood Boil. If they have Blood Boil into Blood Boil, that's probably their best bet. But then I get to play this for free, this, and then if I can draw like an Impending Catastrophe, just go nuts. And again, Soul Stealer is 1 turn away from being played. The problem with high power level is that it isn't accompanied with fun playability for both players. That would also go to say that it isn't fun for either player. Okay, nobody answered my question about the Goldshire Knoll, which is unfortunate, but I agree with most of what you guys are saying. Many decks right now are unbeatable when they high roll. You just can't overcome the luck factor. Like, I mean, yeah. It's just, it's so, I don't know. I needed to drink some water, my bad.
Nemzi versus the Lich King.
And the big problem that comes with power creep is like, what is Blizzard supposed to do, right? Like, okay, let's just say hypothetically, things rotate out. I would like a 1-drop. Buy library is pretty good if we can find something, so I'll keep it because it does snowball pretty well. Oh my god, this is not good. But anyway, like, what is Blizzard supposed to do? They could just print worse cards, but then nobody's going to buy the expansion, and then streamers like me are gonna say like, oh, what the heck, this was so incredibly weak. Why would anybody ever, you know, buy this expansion when all these cards are complete and total doo-doo water? Like, there's that aspect, but I feel like there has to be a middle ground or something, you know? I'm gonna play this and then pump one of them up. I'm not gonna immediately attack, but it is still something. It gets me a 5/5 out on the board. Next one I can play this and another Vile Library, or maybe 2 1-drops in a Vile Library. Not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet, but it's just, it's an awkward position for Blizzard. I understand that. Do they trade in here, or do they just keep going face? They are gonna trade in, fair enough. Totally fine with that. We get Flustered Librarian. Boom, boom, other Vile Library. This goes face, this goes here. Don't really care if they draw cards. Don't want to pump anything yet. I'd rather pump after I play double Imp Swarm for 2/3/2s. And then I could pump things up way more. And for your thing, like, yeah, I definitely take into consideration what my opponent feels, XD. Like, but you yourself are a person who's playing the game. Like, you are going to be somebody's opponent, and it's going to suck playing against it at least a little bit. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna get completely and totally destroyed here? Oh, that's unfortunate that this gets to live with 1. Coin, sure. Sure. Into what, like Icy Touch maybe? I don't exactly know what they're gonna do here. Hopefully this 5/4 lives and he can draw an Impending Catastrophe and reload my hand. There's the Icy Touch. I knew it was coming. I was hoping it wasn't. But it ended up happening. It's fine. What do we end up drawing here? We get Grimoire. Life tap. We get Wicked Shipment. I can't kill this off, unfortunately. Boom. 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 And I would like to pump up one of the imps so they're harder to kill. And then for now, I guess I'll also pump this up because it's lifesteal. I'm probably gonna get frozen, but I don't think it matters. We just need to get as many stats on the board as possible here. And I don't know what I would do in Blizzard's situation. Like, I would try to bring the power level of things down because it does feel helpless. I think that's what I'm most upset about. That just feeling of helplessness when I play against decks sometimes. Into Howling. Holy fuck. Are you kidding? Wow, that was incredible. That was absolutely nuts. I mean, I can play this. Everything's gonna get wiped by the 2/3 as long as they get like 1 or 2 spells, but I mean, this is the best thing I've got. I think it's too late for the power curve. Maybe they should add more formats like MTG. That's possible, for sure. Just don't kill my 7/4. I need 1 good heal. I need to be able to kill off that 2/3. Good evening, good evening. 99% of games have balancing problem. Either that or the matchmaking. I play Mobile Legends and people always complain about OP heroes. It's obviously not easy. I mean, okay. it's very different in a game like that that requires some sort of skill, right? Like, okay, I'm a one-trick Wukong in League of Legends, and there are some characters that are a hard counter matchup, and there are characters that are just objectively better than Wukong. But because I'm really good at Wukong, and I know how to trade, I know how to last hit under tower, I know when to push in, I know when to roam, when to take enemy jungle camps and do a whole bunch of other things, you can easily overcome that. In a card game, that is not at all the case. A card game, you are at the mercy of just the cards you get.
Nemzi versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I think we need a hard mulligan to try to find a one drop because this is just ridiculously bad. I mean, I love Via Library and I love Imp. You know what? We're gonna keep it. As long as we draw a one drop, we're happy. And if we don't, we can coin out Imp Gang Boss turn 2 and try to go from there. Wow, this is bad. I'm kind of tempted to take out the Grimmer of Sacrifices. But yeah, getting back to the power creep issue. When you say every game has power creep issues, like Mobile Legends, for your example, it's just not the same in a game like that as opposed to Hearthstone. Like in Hearthstone, it's very rock, paper, scissors, right? There's nothing that you can do differently that would help you win the game. Right? But in a game like Mobile Legends or League of Legends, which is the one I'm way more familiar with, there are things you can do around the map. It's a bad matchup, you're playing against an OP champion, whatever. Okay, you can TP gank another lane, you can roam, you can last hit under tower a little bit better. There are like little micro adjustments you can make to consistently improve your play and make it possible for you to win matchups that you wouldn't otherwise be able to win. And that's not the case in Hearthstone. Hearthstone is just like, you are at the mercy of the matchup and what your draws are. I could play 100% perfectly. I could be a computer. I could be an AI and make the 100% statistical best play every single time. And I'm still going to lose a large number of my games because I'll draw horribly like this. Like, look at this. This is quite possibly one of the worst hands that I've ever drawn. Objectively terrible. And it just keeps getting worse, by the way. And I'm gonna lose the matchup. And this isn't necessarily a power creep issue. This is just a bad hand against a kind of off-meta deck. And I'm interested to see what they end up doing. And who knows, maybe if I get a Sire Denathrius, I can win the game or do something cool. But like, oh my god, this hand just keeps getting worse and worse. Flustered Librarian, I guess, can do something. But like, I could be a robot making the best possible plays, and there's only so much I can do. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted, Aloran. I appreciate it a ton. Clean the scene, wipes the board, doesn't actually do any damage. Mischievous Imp, I mean, the only play that I have is to play this. So I'll do that without any infuse. I'm not saying Hearthstone is all RNG. I'm saying that power creep feels exceptionally bad in Hearthstone because of the lack of counterplay ability and other aspects of the game that could help you play better. Like, I'm gonna play this. Do I want to play Impending Catastrophe? I feel like the answer is no. I genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I can play Void into draw some cards so I don't overdraw, and then maybe Grimmer and then double trade. But I need to draw some cards real quick, I think. But not overdraw. Fiendish Circle, Bartender, Imp King, Reform. These are all pretty solid options, actually. I go Boom. Then I go Grimmer, Grimoire, whatever, and then hit both of these in. I mean, they're gonna start getting their metas, but I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do here. Also, this new card actually does really, really well with Denathrius if I had it in my hand. At least for Standard, I think they should listen to higher-ranked players, streamers, and give more power to vote for bans, nerfs, and restrictions of cards. That's another thing other games have that Hearthstone doesn't, and it's bans. Like in the competitive scene, you can ban decks. In the competitive scene, you can ban decks, and they have a couple of card bans, but it's not the same. I want to play Via Library here. I also want to play Shady Bartender, but I feel like that's not great. Let's go with this, and then another impossible.
I wonder if...
I would like to have Denathrius in my hand at this point before I commit like this, but I don't. There's nothing I can really do about that. Big pump up. Then we're gonna play Nofin's Impossible. Yes, my board will be full, but it's okay if they wipe my board. It doesn't really matter. Pump this up, it trades here, and then these go face. It's not bad. Worst case scenario, maybe I can kill off my own minion to make room for Shady Bartender to get some good burst damage in. Some nerfs and buffs, obviously, as soon as cards are announced, and that's another thing, right? It's hard to balance a game like this. It's hard to keep everything balanced, and that's why I said I don't know what I would do if I was in Blizzard's shoes, if I was in Team 5's shoes, because it is hard to balance a card game. Again, like, just because I said that the lack of counterplay ability makes it it sucks to play against certain things, it also makes it extremely hard to balance, because there's always going to be something that rises to the top, and there's really nothing you can do about that. There's no micro or macro that you can do, or mechanical outplays that you can make that'll change the outcome of a game. And because of that, it's very difficult, in my opinion, to balance something like that. So I understand and I sympathize with the developers, because it is very difficult. Imp King boss, we'll live tap. Still looking for Denathrius. I'll trade away Wicked Shipment, see if we can find Denathrius. We still don't. We'll just go for big pump, go face. Big pump, do big damage. Do you think Agrafrost Death Knight is overbearing right now? I would say it's ridiculously strong. It's got good direct damage. It's got really good early game. The new location generating 4/5 rush minions on turn 3 is arguably even stronger than the Wild Pawn Knoll that was absolutely dominating the meta for several months. So yeah, I would say it's a bit overbearing right now for sure. They're gonna play like Whirlpool, and I really wish I had been able to find Sire Denathrius. I really wish I had been able to find it, but it's okay. I mean, I guess it is probably Whirlpool, I would say, with like 99% certainty, you know. We really needed that Denathrius, man. I can life tap and trade this away. I mean, I kind of want to just play Imp King or Faum along with, like, this. And life tap, I guess. Well, we'll life tap first, because we still have the mana to do stuff. We get Vile Library, it's fine. I'll play you. And then these all come back, which is not bad. And I don't know if I would like to play the Flame Imp. I mean, I might as well. Honestly, if they play Whirlpool again and it gets rid of my Flame Imp and my other Mischievous Imp, I don't think I really care. I kind of want it to happen, so I'm more likely to draw Sire Denathrius. But at this point, is drawing Sire Denathrius gonna even be enough? Nothing beats Shaman when they get a turn 2 Knoll into the Evolve card. That's another thing. And, like, where's the counterplay to that? That's like saying you're playing in League of Legends and you have to start the game at level 1 and your opponent starts at level 3. And even then, you can play safe and let yourself scale and soak minion EXP and wait for a gank or something, right? They can't play Xyrella. They've already played a Xyrella. Venomous Scorpid. Okay, so they can't play Whirlpool. And Clean the Scene will only kill 1, 2, 3 minions. 3 of my minions will live. Okay, they're looking for another set of cards. It's fine. Hopefully we can find lethal here. Why not play the Imp before a Faum? That's a fair point. I was going on a rant about League of Legends and balancing in games, and I kind of lost track of what I was trying to do. I also wasn't sure if I was going to trade away Wicked Shipment or play this, and then I decided at the end, which was kind of a misplay. What's that going to resummon? This resummons a undead minion. Shoot. I'm not gonna have Wait, what undead minion are they gonna resummon here? Mita's not undead. How much damage can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5 imps. And then I can play a Grimoire, or Grimmer Sacrifice, right? This has to be lethal. I trade here, play the imp, Grimmer Sacrifice to kill off this. Right? So we just pump up one of these, doesn't even really matter. Then I go trade this Grimoire. And I can play the other Via Library too if necessary. And it's just more pumps even. Okay, cool, we do win. Okay, we ended up winning that game. That was wild. I had such a bad starting hand, and I didn't even have Denathrius. Crazy. I don't know, it's hard, right? It's hard to tell what's, like, how to balance the game. And I'm not trying to tell them how to do their job. I'm just saying what my frustration with Hearthstone is.
Nemzi versus
I don't know.
You didn't see any.
Okay. Starting to think keeping Via Library is greedy, but the snowball Via Library has, if we can find a 1-drop into it, is just so good. I'm gonna keep it again. Hope everything works out. Again, we don't draw a 1-drop. This is the 4th game in a row we didn't draw a 1-drop. This is so crazy to me. We'll trade this away. Oh my word. But anyway, going back to the power creep, this is the last thing I'll say about it, is power creep is interesting because it's not even necessarily the fact that, like, the cards are too strong. It's more just, like, how card games are. Because everything could be significantly weaker, but there could still be one thing that's way more powerful than everything else, and it just feels bad. Also, are you kidding me? This is awful. I have no playable cards. Keeping Via Library doesn't seem like it's a bad play because worst case scenario, I can play like Fiendish Circle or something. Holy moly, dude. Okay, we got Fiendish Circle, admittedly a bit late. I'll play it. I would rather play that than the Mischievous Imp so I can wait for it to infuse and whatnot. Thank goodness. I mean, we got it a turn late, but maybe a turn late is still good enough to win against Rogue. But my only argument for power creep going down is that games would ideally last a little bit longer because you wouldn't die as fast and there wouldn't be as big power spikes. So it would feel like you have more time and more decisions to make to create that counter playability. Hopefully they don't wipe my board. The Best in Shell. Interesting. That's rude, but understandable. This gets it down to 2. Bonk, bonk. Is this infused? It still needs 1 more. I play this. I Grimoire this. Kills off 2 of the things. Then I get to play both of these for free. And I can redo my hand with Tamsin a little bit later. This is free. This is free. Not bad. It's a pretty good turn 5 if I do say so myself. Evolve Shaman's just ridiculous. Yeah, and I mean, obviously we're in a situation where is it gonna be Krakatoa? Giga! Oh my god, you're joking. Into a fucking Shadow Step. Yeah, the game's over. It doesn't matter what I do anymore. I mean, that's not necessarily true. If I get a big board and I can get a big Sire Denathrius, I mean, there's still a world where I could be okay. But Gigafin Shadow Step is just the absolute worst case scenario. Wicked Shipment's interesting, and then a Shady Bartender. I'm sitting here begging for Sire Denathrius right now, because I can generate enough minions to where even after the nerf, Sire Denathrius can get a big play. Okay. Can't really do anything about that. Give me Denathrius. Give me Denathrius. Give me Denathrius. Please? Poor favor. Another Vile Library. Not really useful to me right now. Life tap. We get Voidwalker. Trade. It's not too much damage showing right now, so I don't think I really care about this too much. Impending Catastrophe. Yeah, we didn't draw anything. We didn't draw the thing on turn 3. We drew it a turn late. They got Gigafin and they Shadow Stepped it. They're getting Endless Concoctions because they're Taunt Minion. There's no playing around that. So I got to catch you live. Hey, how's it going?
Nemzi versus Gul'dan.
I think giving the power to the community is the best solution for every game. Why not create a moderated platform where players unite and vote for solutions on balancing and issues? Because players and people in the community are bad. We're going to keep just the Flustered Librarian and hope for something better. Because people who play this game are awful. People who play any game are awful. And I'm not even saying that I'm good. I'm complaining about a lot of things that probably aren't necessarily ridiculously overpowered. Like the meta difference when it comes to Legend and Bronze through Gold is usually pretty different. Like right now, Bronze through Gold, which is where most people are, by the way, Bronze through like Platinum, and people would probably be saying, hey, Silverhand Recruit Paladin is absolutely tearing up low meta. Let's nerf that. When like if you go to Diamond through Legend where people start getting like decent at the game, it's so bad it's not even on the tier list. Like there are different, sorry, I need to hold up. There are different metas in different ranked groups, first of all. Second of all, people have different biases towards certain things. Some people who really like Shaman and Evolve Shaman be like, hey, this doesn't need to be nerfed, but let's nerf like the thing that's beating me up, which is, I don't know, like a Frost Death Knight. And it's just, I feel like it would cause more problems than it would actually solve. Let's just keep flooding the board here and go face with this. I'll play this next turn, and if he wipes my board, I can play this, and it'll be fully infused with the coin, maybe. Top Legend Pro streamers like Kibler who have great experience. Oh, you mean specifically high-level players? I think that would be better, especially considering people in the community play so... Oh, my word. Have they discarded a card yet? No, they have not. That's fine. Let's coin this out and go face for 4 more damage. We're just trying to constantly apply that pressure to push him down. I could see that being at least a little better, or have it be like NBA All-Star voting, right? Like the public can choose some of them, but then like the people in the NBA and the media can choose their own. Also, screw the media's choices. Not important. Anyway, you can have like it be 50-50. Like, okay, the developers and the balance team is like, here are 20 cards that we think should be nerfed. Right? No. Really? They all live with 1, which is pretty nice. Then we're gonna play an Imp Gang boss, and then I'm gonna go Grimoire to kill off all of their imps so they can't Grimoire on me. I know this kind of gives up lethal, but I feel like it's still fairly worth it. We needed to kill up the 1/1s. I guess I could have killed off my 2/4, but it would have been the same problem. But then they're like, here are the 20 cards that we think should be nerfed or buffed, and then the community gets the opportunity to vote on what things should be nerfed and buffed, and then kind of how. It's hard, right? I don't have another Grimoire, please. Oh my god. It's okay. We get another Imp Gang boss, which is nice. I'm hoping for a Impending Catastrophe, so I can draw a bunch of cards if you don't mind. We don't get that. It's okay. Let's go Boom to draw a card. We get Wicked Shipment. I'm gonna play this and then 2 3/2s and just keep going face. And then next turn we can trade this away, try to find like a Vile Library or something and try to finish him off because we have a decent amount of damage. And they've used a lot of their removal already, so I don't think they can remove my board again. The TTP Decks thing is broken. Fudge! It went into the Crimson turn. Oh my god. Oh. That's my bad. I wasn't even paying attention that they had 6 mana. I mean, let's be real here. That was super unlucky. We actually got Vile Library too. Oh jeez. And they get filled. Yeah, the game has been turned. The game is over. Damn. Close though. We were close to winning. If they didn't have specifically Tamsin on 6, which, I mean, they had a less than 50% chance of having, and it's not a card that they'd ever keep in their opening hand, so statistically it was less than 50% chance they had it, which I'll take those odds. Mortal Coil, sure. What a disaster. We could play our own Dreadlich Tamsin, but that has a lot of issues for several other reasons. But I guess we do still go face here and we do it. It spawns me an extra minion, which is kind of cool, I guess. And again, like, the issue is kind of like, here, like, one of the big issues, also, these cards were terribly drawn. One of the big issues with balancing, again, is the fact that it's not just the scale of power, it's the nature of card games where if something is ridiculously strong, there's very little counterplay for it. I was talking with my friend who's into Magic the Gathering, and this was like 2 or 3 years ago. There was a mono red or a dual color red-black deck that during like the big Grand Prix at the end of the year made up, I think it was 89% of all of the decks that were at the tournament were this one specific deck.
Trust me.
And to be fair, I'm not the most informed about Magic the Gathering. I used to be more informed than I am now, but it's fine. But that is kind of a lot, and it's just the nature of card games. My other friends complain about Legends of Runeterra, and I don't exactly know which decks are ridiculously strong right now, but there are a lot of decks that are just crazy strong. Yeah, I think we lose the game next turn, would be my guess. All because they had Tamsin on 6. I mean, I don't know what play I make other than that. I guess I could have played the, I mean, I could have drawn better. For starters. I mean, this is fucking awful. I could have drawn better, but it doesn't matter. No, because you don't need Sire Denathrius. Denathrius is kind of like an extra win condition. It's not really the main win condition. God, it's just that everything fucking sucks in this game, man. It's just, this game is such a drain to play nowadays, because everything is ridiculous. Like, I really thought Imp Warlock was going to be an absolute fucking insane deck, and
Nemzi versus the Lich King.
I mean, they literally printed a Soul of the Force that is twice as good as Soul of the Force, which was already a pretty decent card not even that long ago. And the win rate of this deck is barely above 50%. We're gonna keep... Ooh, okay, so I don't really want to keep Sire Denathrius. As much as I said I like Sire Denathrius, I think it's better to try to get early tempo, so we'll keep the 1-drop. Mischievous Imp, I maybe could have kept with the coin, but I'd rather have more minions to play, because there have been so many games so far, today alone, where I've drawn nothing but useless cards. Okay, it's not great. Maybe we can do something with Grimoire of Sacrifice to kill off a board. We can play Vile Library next turn, and then the next turn play Fiendish Circle, coin out this. That's really bad. What do I do now? My main worry is that they're going to make a 4/5 rush minion that I'm not able to kill. This is 9 damage turn 3. Oh no. Okay, it's fine actually. It's not that big of a deal. It's bad, but I think that we can still deal with this fairly well. Pump up 1. go coin Grimoire of Sacrifice. It kills off most of them, even if they play... I mean, I guess the worst thing that'll happen is they play the 1-3 taunt that makes 2 more 1-3s, and that would be the worst play for me. If they don't have that specifically, I think we're in a decent spot. Okay. That went fantastic. Oh, thank God. Wait, this is so good for me. I'll play this and this, and then we'll trade here because we need this to die. And then we'll play Impending Catastrophe next turn. When this deck goes off, it goes off, let me tell you. Holy moly. I'm fine with that. Oh, you're 5 mana, you get to draw 3 cards? Yikes. Here's the awkward thing, man. I'm gonna be able to draw way more than... How much damage can I... Do I win this turn? Hold the freaking phone.
The top shelf is...
That's illegal! You're dead turn 5! What the fuck? Oh my God, that's disgusting. I thought drawing 6 cards for 2 mana was gonna be broken. Really enjoy watching your streaming videos. They enlighten me every day. Keep it up. Got a lot better at Hearthstone from watching you. No problem, Lizzie.
Nemzi versus the Lich King.
Complaining about crazy turns? Look, I'm not saying that I'm immune to crazy turns. Crazy turns happen for my opponent and me, which makes me also feel bad for my opponent sometimes because they died turn 5 and there was nothing that they could do about it. Also, this hand is kind of nuts. Like, the Imp Game Boss is like, in my opinion, a very underrated 3-drop because it can trade into things and then also continue to generate pressure as it goes. But like, my main issue is just the fact that there's so much, like, so much strong stuff. It just feels, you feel helpless when your opponent hits the nuts because there's just not much you can do about it. Interesting that you're coining something out. I mean, I don't hate it. Do I ever just play No Fins Impossible right now? It's not the biggest play in the world, but I think Grimmer of Sacrifice is going to be more important. And into a matchup that's clearly aggressive and unholy, we need to get as much early game pressure as we possibly can as soon as we can. So I think, like, that was basically a 2-mana 4/4. Essentially, that was a 2-mana 4/4, and I really don't think you can go wrong with that. That was nuts. Via Library, it's fine. We're gonna go Imp Gang Boss and just go face, ignore the 3/3. I can't really do anything about it right now anyway. Hopefully they don't have the location. If they do, they will kind of go nuts. But, I mean, again, there's nothing I can really do. But they play the location, they trade here, make it a 4/5, hit here. Oh, Obliterate? Wait, so you're not an aggressive deck? I'm very confused. I actually don't fully understand what's going on now. You're running a 40-card deck, but you're running an early game aggressive package with the Arms Dealer and Foul Egg. Maybe they're going like rainbow or a mix of like red and green or something.
They need our care now more than ever.
They need our care now more than ever. Sure thing. Boom. Boom. Pump everything up. Or give everything a death rattle. Dude, this card is so broken. It's 2 mana for 8/8 stats. And now we just life tap every single turn that we can. And there's not much they can do about it. Like, they could play Blood Boil. But then I get minions back. I don't know. This is just such a weird position for them to be in. They also play the Rancher and Obliterate in a 40-card deck. I don't know what deck this person's trying to go. There's the Construct Quarter. They're able to probably charge and then kill off the 3/3, I would say. Would probably be the best call. To limit damage as much as possible. Then I just trade in the 2/2 that it summoned Murlocula. Fair enough. We get Impending Catastrophe. Love to see it. We get to draw 5 cards for 2 mana. Something about this doesn't sound super balanced to me, but I won't question it. 2 of these things. This goes here. These go face. We can play ya boy next turn, and I think it's lethal if they don't do something like massive next turn. Been playing Atomic Heart better than I would have expected. Oh, okay, that's the new game that I've seen a lot of people playing on Twitch, actually. I haven't played it myself personally. First part of the game has a parade scene, jaw-dropping. And the graphics are crazy. Fair enough. How much damage do I got here? That's 8 plus this plus that. Yeah, it's just lethal. It's just game.
The top shelf is...
Boom, and then this pumps these up, and that is by far lethal. GG, well played. I mean, they're dead turn 7, and there's just not much they can do about it. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's just they're helpless. It just feels so rough to play against, I feel like. I won that game in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Or the game before this one. I haven't actually watched any Atomic Heart, though. I just know that it exists.
Nemzi versus Darian Mograine.
Alright, Flame Imp turn 1. Got my stamp of approval. That's a turn 1 play. That's a dub in my book. Mischievous Imp, I usually keep if I have the coin, because I can coin it out a little bit early sometimes if I need to. But if I don't, I usually get rid of it. I also sometimes keep it if I have 3 minions in hand. So like if I have Flame Imp, and then I also have Fiendish Circle, so that way if it dies, it's a good turn 4 play. Imp Swarm, let's trade this way first. Actually, hold up. Let's just play a 3/2 for 2. Next turn, it'll be this plus this for 3 mana. And if they can't wipe my board right now or do anything too insane, I think that should just be enough pressure to win the game. No, not Frost Strike. Well, it's fine. We'll play Wicked Shipment, and then we'll play Nofin's Impossible, and it's still gonna be a pretty decent board, right? Like, it's still 2 mana, 6/6, and it's sticky minions, so they have to wipe my board twice now in order to deal with it. Like, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but since it's a Frost Death Knight, and I know the game is going to be over by turn 7, when either A, they play Frostworm's Fury, or B, I win the game. Since I know that the game is going to end abruptly like that, it's definitely worth it for me. We're going to, live tap. Ooh. Insane card draw or Vile Library. I think I'm gonna have to go with Vile though. And just push damage. Make this have enough HP to where it doesn't die to a 4/5 rush minion. So that way they have to just trade into a 1/1. And that's gonna suck for them because we get to keep pushing damage. And we can play Impending Catastrophe next turn or maybe Shady Bartender. No way. No way. This is gonna be a disaster. Oh, God dang it. Horn of Winter, okay, it hits that. That's fine. They're gonna transform that, kill my 6/4, but they're, on the bright side, their thing does die. I'm hoping that I'm able to play Impending Catastrophe to draw 3 cards next turn. Please stop. Please fuck me. Wow, okay. We get Sired and Athreus after everything dies, which is fantastic. We will life tap once. I need to kill this off, actually. If I don't kill this off, they're just gonna go even crazier, aren't they? I think we have to life tap, though, and then play Impending. We got a Flame Imp. into impending, which is not bad. This sadly has to go here. This, we can play that and hopefully get some lifesteal. We can play both of these turn 6. And I'm just hoping they don't have that many spells left and I can kill off their 2-3 because they don't get extra rush anymore. They've already played a lot of their spells. Oh, that Plague Strike was so rough though. No, not another one.
Understand the code.
This is a disaster. This just keeps getting worse and worse. That rushes in there, that goes there. They both live with 1. Tamsin would be an amazing top deck here. Grimoire of Sacrifice isn't bad though. It kills off 2 things. We're gonna have to kill off my... I should have traded first, it's my bad. Boom. Grimoire. Kill off a couple of these minions. Maybe we can make it to turn 10 and play Sired and Athreus. Oh, fudge. They're just gonna pump... I needed to pump this up. That's my bad. Oh my god. Frost Death Knight's so strong. They didn't even have, like, the most insane hand ever. They just got Death Chiller randomly, and it won them the game. What? Why would you kill that? I guess it makes sense, low-key. This is infused now, which is nice. We get Dreadlich Tamsin, albeit a bit late, but it's better late than never. We do like the extra HP. Maybe we can get a 1-drop and we can just play it. It doesn't even matter what it is, just anything. Voidwalker, happy with that. Voidwalker, quite good. And we get a Fell Rift, which is pretty solid as well. Imp King Reform, I'll play that. Do I ever want to pump up the 3-3? The answer is no, not really. We'll play some more stuff next turn. We just need to make it to big Denathrius play. Frostdrum's Fury sucks. That makes sense. Kill that off. Yeah. 7 mana left. Don't have a Frostdrum's Fury, please. I really don't like my whole board getting frozen.
Anybody?
Y'all are still talking about Atomic Heart. I'm playing Hearthstone right now. Rune Fortune. Do you have a weapon? Oh, you probably have the 1 mana weapon. Then you hit and then you hit. Fair enough. And then that goes in. Is there ever a world where I can actually make it to turn, where I can actually make it to the, to turn 10 and play Denathrius? I mean, I'm almost dead on board now. But they might be going the minion version, and if they don't draw a ton of extra cards, there's a world where maybe they can't get there. Ah, jeez. Imp King Reform, wait. It's not a fun card to play against. This is just not fun to play against, man. Like, you can't have some of the best early game and some of the best late game in the game.
You haven't heard the last of me.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind playing this game. I just need to just not take it seriously because the game is a joke at this point. I just need to take the game so much less seriously because it's a complete and total disaster right now.
Will serve me in death.
I like this hand. Even though I don't necessarily have a lot of imps, I like having the 1-drop so I can just draw into more stuff later. I think that that's very helpful. Hey, Vincent, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day. Hello to you. Hello. I'm gonna play the Librarian first because if I do happen to draw an imp, like a Flame Imp or Wicked Shipment, I can play that along with like a Voidwalker. We're gonna play Voidwalker next to try to protect the 1-3 to the best of our ability. Can we also just take like just a moment to appreciate how broken the weapon is as well? This is 1 mana, 4 damage that is able to kill minions, trade in, while also doing damage to the face. Like, this should honestly be a 1-2 weapon, not a 2-2 weapon. The amount of damage you get off of just this is kind of insane. And that's just scratching the surface of Frost Death Knight, right? I mean, there's so many things that are similarly strong with this, Imp Gang boss, love to see it. That's actually very good. We get to keep pushing damage. And the fact that they had nothing turn 2 is quite helpful for me. But just think about how strong that card is for a second. And think about how if you went back like 3 years ago in Hearthstone, nothing like that would have ever existed. Oh, here it comes. Coin the construct. Yep, Turn 3, you just get a big rush minion to kill off my thing. Fair enough, fair enough. Say less. I need 1 more for you to be infused. Puts me in a bit of a pickle. No, I'll play this and trade here. Well, we'll life tap first, see if we can find anything. Murloccula, interesting. Play this, the 3 attack allows me to go here. And although it's not the greatest turn in the world, we can play the Mischievous Imp next turn, maybe find another 1-drop and play that as well. On the bright side, their coin's gone and they can't play the location again. On the downside, they have the location, so now that we have to fight for board, they probably just get to do whatever they want. I'm trying to think about what I need to do next turn. Oh, okay. I'll probably trade my 3-2 into that. I'll probably trade my 3-2 into that. Right? I can play you. 3-2 goes here. 2-4 goes here to spawn an extra little imp so we can start infusing Murloccula a little bit faster. They draw an extra card, but I don't think I care too much. I guess what we could do is go Grimoire, but I don't want to do that. You might be wondering why I don't want to do that, and the answer is because I need the Grimoire of Sacrifice to kill off the 4-5. Because the 4 is going to hit a 3, or I guess it could hit a 2, but then we get to hit it with 1 and it takes 3 damage regardless. And then the Grimoire of Sacrifice is going to do the 2 extra damage to get the 5 HP done. Which is nice. To be honest, if Death Knight wasn't good, imagine what the meta would look like. I mean, there'd be Evolve Shaman. I'm assuming you mean that and Evolve Shaman. If those 2 decks combined weren't literally like several percentage points above the next best class. Yeah, Astelarin to kill that off makes sense, yada yada yada. Like I said, they're gonna kill that off. How much damage can I do here? I'm pretty sure I can do a lot of damage. Boom, boom, boom. And we have 2 mana left to also life tap. Seems pretty good to me. We get Imp Swarm. This goes here. Then I'm going to play Grimoire on the 1. Wait, no, I misplayed. I wasn't supposed to do that yet. I was supposed to do that second. Boom. Because I was like, I need to make room for Murloccula, but I should have pumped and then killed it off and then played Murloccula. I missed out on a little bit of stats, actually. That's my bad. That's not like the biggest misplay in the world, but it is a misplay. I missed out on 1 damage. I thought about my board space, but I just did it in the wrong order. I could have pumped it up 1 more and then destroyed it with the Grimoire and then played the 3-4 and it would have changed literally nothing. That's my bad. It would have changed nothing in terms of what my overall board looks like, but Asphyxiate, it's fine. I'm pretty sure we still have enough damage to win, right? We have 10 damage that is already exactly lethal, so it doesn't really matter. But maybe that 1 damage came into effect and maybe they'd be at like 1 HP and they'd have some sort of sick comeback. So just be aware, I guess. Okay, but Shield Shatter can be free. Like, normally you're gonna get it off for like 2 mana with the Frozen Buckler.
Ramsey versus Liadrin.
My blade burns with holy fire. Let's die.
Ecore, isn't Curse Imp Warlock better? I don't know. Their win rates are literally separated by like 0.15%. We're going to keep Flame Imp, and I don't think we keep either Nofin's Impossible because I want to like have more guaranteed early pressure. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any more guaranteed early pressure, and we draw Nofin's Impossible anyway. But their win rate is separated by, yeah, like I said, 0.15%, so very, very close. And Curse Imp Warlock technically does have an edge, but I don't know. Oh, jeez. Please don't make me life tap this turn and have it be my whole turn. Oh, it's okay. There's no way. There's no way I am drawing this poorly. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards that I'd be happy playing turn 2. And okay, I draw Fiendish Circle off the top and it's fine. I mean, you're playable. I'll play it. But also, this deck runs the new card Nofin's Impossible, which is just absolutely insane if we can play it. I mean, I play this and I don't play Grimoire of Sacrifice yet. It's coming out a turn late, but who knows? I think it might actually be enough to win the game still. No, don't be Wind Fury, please, please. Fair enough. I guess we play this into 2 of these to fight for the board, and then this goes here, and then Grimoire of Sacrifice a 2/2 to kill off this and give us some pressure on board. We have lost so much at this point. We had to play both Nofin's Impossible. That was really, really unfortunate. Not having it play turn 2 was genuinely devastating. Like, that is actually what lost me the game. Is the lack of having a turn 2 play. Even if I had played a 1 mana card turn 2 and was able to put something on the board so that way I could get a little bit more value out of the Nofin's Impossible, I would have probably won. But alas, that's just not how the cookie crumbles, I guess. They kill the 2/2. We get a Mischievous Imp. I mean, we're just flooding the board at this point, hoping something sticks. We heal up a little bit, we kill this off. Nothing is 4 attacks, so everything dies to the 4/4. Can you give your opponent on Undead Shadow Priest? I think it's very good. I played it not too long ago. I made a video on it, and I won a lot of games. If you're talking about the aggressive one, I think there's a control version out there that's also being played a little bit. That's kind of okay, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't play the, Okay, no Wind Fury's nice. Sure. Sure, okay. I'm gonna trade into the 4/3. No longer gonna trade into the 4/3. You gotta be kidding me. I get 2 things. I'm hoping for an Impending Catastrophe. We get an Imp Swarm. Okay, life tap. Impending Catastrophe. Okay, it's not Impending Catastrophe. It's fine. Trade, and then we're going to play this and this. And we just have to hope that we can get Impending Catastrophe soon and draw a bunch of cards and refill the board. And despite having a really bad start, we're still in the game. Don't have the Countess. They don't have the Countess, which buys me time. And that's all we need. We just need to buy some time. Wait a minute. Hold on. Was this Seal of Blood a discovered card? What the heck? Was it discovered off of the Battle Viker? I wasn't paying attention to that. That means they still have 2 more in their deck, possibly, which is going to be bad. Frost Death Knight is busted. I went 18-1, but Constructed Quarter is probably about to get nerfed. Oh, 100%. If it doesn't get nerfed, I'd be about to lose my mind. There is no way it doesn't get nerfed. There is no fucking way that it goes unnerved. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. We do end up getting Impending Catastrophe finally, so let's draw a bunch of cards here. Dreadlich Tamsin or you? I mean, it goes trade, 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 and then Dreadlich Tamsin kills off a lot of things here. Either way, we're gonna have to trade in 2 things. At least Dreadlich Tamsin gives us a chance to draw some other stuff, right? Boom. Hopefully we can draw a couple of things. I only have 12 cards in my deck, so I mean, I think it's pretty likely they're able to get at least one of them, right? Please? They're gonna get the Countess this turn, but they can't really play anything after that. We don't get any Fel Rifts, which is pretty bad. I'm gonna basically flood the board next turn and just hope that it's enough. They're gonna play Bronze Explorer. Hold on. You're going Control? I guess Control makes sense. I guess it works. Imp King or Fawn? Where's the Fel Rifts, man? 1, 2, 4, this, Vile Library. How much damage is that? 17 damage on board right now. Let me think here. Denathrius will come down soon. Life tap, I still have 7 mana. We go boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I guess that works. Hopefully, like I said, it's not great. 3 3/3s. And then it's gonna be you, 2 1/1s to try to stay alive for as long as possible. Hopefully they don't play Cariel, but I'm assuming this card right here is Cariel. This one right here, right? Or maybe it's this one. One of the two's Cariel. And they're gonna just voosh my board. But then I get to play Sire Denathrius and bounce back a little bit. But I really want to just, There's Cariel. You gotta be kidding me. Luckily, several of my minions live. Only 2 of them die here, which is great. And then I need to flood the board as hard as possible here to try to play around, Ow. If I play Grimoire, how does that help me? And then that goes there. No, we can Grimoire and kill up a couple of things, actually. It's not bad at all. 6, plus this is 7. We 1 life tap, and we can trade 1. And so it's 1, 7, 8. No, we can't also trade. No. Yeah, we can't also trade. We have to do this. Please! Please, just help me. Golly, dude. Boom. Imp King Reform. Grimoire to kill off, sadly a 3/3, I guess, but it's fine. It still kills off 2 of these things to keep me alive as long as possible. Sucks up a lot of damage from Astellar, and I think we might still be in a position where we can win, because we know what they're drawing, right? We know that they're not drawing, like, particularly insane cards at this point. The Leviathan, okay, to be fair, it's a pretty good card. I'll be honest, it's a pretty good card. I don't know where my Fel Rifts are. I've got, like, 5 of them in my deck. If I had drawn 1 extra one, that would have been pretty nice. I wouldn't have had to play the Wicked Shipment. I could have saved it a little bit, but it's okay. Trading in. Short. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Shady Bartender. I don't... Oh, my God. I don't know if I have the reason... Well... You kill one of them off? No, kill Reform. For sure kill Reform. You're not gonna kill Reform. Okay, fair enough. I take some damage. It's fine. We play 2 Shady Bartenders. I think. For the love of God, give me Fel Rifts. Holy crap, man. Give me a Fel Rift. I can pump more cards up. Jeez Louise. Thank goodness. Okay, we managed to draw the things we needed to draw. Do I take 3 damage here? I think taking 3 damage, then playing this, and then Vile Library makes the most sense to me. Boom, boom. This 3 goes here. This 5 goes here. And then the 6 keeps him from drawing a card. And then I can play a Vile Library, I guess. And I don't even think I necessarily need to pump anything up, but let's pump up the 5-1. Just so the demon stays alive and it's some extra stats on the board right away. Holy moly. I mean, Denathrius is sitting here with 22 damage sitting in the bank, so that's not bad. It's not bad. We did draw early. Don't be Mr. Smite and kill me in one hit, please. Just don't, just... Oh, it is Mr. Smite. Oh, not Samuro either. You've got to be kidding me. That was even worse. That really could not have gone much worse. No! Well, we gotta play you now. It heals me up a decent amount, and it's a good play, but I don't know if it's enough. We got multiple Fell Rifts still in the deck. We got 4, actually, to be 100% just accurate. Oh, we lost to Samuro, and then it pumped up Samuro because he got lucky. It's so tilting.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
I am actually so mad about how this game went. Found your channel a week ago. Cool to see you live. Good stuff, man. Thank you so much, Nathan. I appreciate it. Are you kidding me right now? I take damage here. I have 4 Fell Rifts in my freaking deck? Oh my god. Sure, I'll overdraw some cards. I do not care. We'll increase this a little bit, and then we'll play Shady Bartender. It's literally my last-ditch effort to win. It is my last-ditch effort to win the game. And then we'll play you to pump everything up. Oh! We're trying our best. Maybe we can do it, maybe not, I don't know. We heal up a lot every single turn with Denathrius now, which is nice. Order in the court to draw more cards. Sure. Equality City Tech's what they're looking for at this point. I'm assuming that they don't get it yet because they still have a lot of cards left in their deck. They run... I don't know. How's the day going? It's going fine. I don't know. Not having a good time with Hearthstone right now just because I'm just not enjoying it too much. Just in general. I feel like there are a lot of pros and cons to the game right now. Or pros and cons to Hearthstone and card games in general, but right now it's like...
All are equal under the light.
More negatives than positives because it just feels like shit to play this game. It feels like absolute dog shit to play this game. This game in particular wasn't necessarily that bad except for the lucky bump onto Blade Master Samuro and the fact that I did not, like, I got kind of fucked early. But just in general, talking about playing against Death Knights and Evolve Shaman for most of my games so far today has just been terrible. Yeah, I wonder what my stats are for today specifically. 50% of my games have been against Death Knight. Let's see if this game's also against Death Knight and see if it's above 50%. Oh, this is the first Hunter I've played in 3 days, fun fact. Can I be a friend in general? Sure. In-game? Probably not. Okay, this hand is fantastic. This hand is basically exactly what we want. A lot of things will die. We coin out Imp King Reform on turns 5. After a lot of things die from like Fiendish Circle and whatever, and then we're hoping that that pressure is enough to carry us till the end of the game. We're gonna play U-turn 1, U-turn 2, hopefully with another 1-drop, and then U-turn 3. What would make it even better is drawing the No Fins Impossible to play right after that. What the heck? That's crazy. I'm gonna play the golden one. What the heck? Did it actually pump something up, or does it make that animation every time? Doggy Biscuit. I actually don't mind that. It gets rid of the, we'll trade this way first. See if we can find some more tempo. I'll play you. Problem is you die again, whereas you die, but at least you do 3 damage and then I can deal damage with the 1/1s. I guess this is fine. We play you next turn. A lot of things die. We play like this, and something else. Don't get rush. Oh, they got rush. It's okay. I guess it would have died either way. Now we play you. And then if they don't do anything, we play via library and we pop off. And I guess we don't end up playing Murlockula, which is kind of unfortunate. But then if a lot of things die, like I said, we play Imp King or Fawn. It's pretty good. No way you're playing that. No way. There's actually no shot this is happening. And it's infused. Oh my god. Chill, chill out. Chill out. Shady bartender, more like shitty bartender. I just want to tell you what. We're going to play you. You.
These books are ruined.
Do I even want shady bartender? The answer is no, not really. I really don't want shady bartender right now. Might be wondering why I don't want shady bartender right now, because I mean, don't I want to play it turn 6 after Imp King or Fawn? And I already have a turn 5 play, I guess. But I'd rather trade it away and maybe find another 2-drop. Like if I can find No Fins Impossible to keep some minions alive. I don't know. I'm gonna go via library and pump this up once so we can heal a little bit more. Feels weird to only get +1/+1, but I think at the end of the day it's still correct. Because, like, what else am I really supposed to do here at this point, right? Like, I want to make this a 4-attack minion so it can kill the 2/4. If I let it sit there, they're going to trade in and kill it off, possibly. They get another rush minion to kill that off, which is unfortunate. It's not the biggest deal in the world, though. Maybe they ignore the 1/1. I'm hoping they do ignore the 1/1 and just try to go full face. Oh, you're going to double trade and heal me. I'm cool with that. That's nice. Okay, we play Reform next turn, and then we play Bartender the turn after that. 2 bartenders, maybe a bit overkill, but you know what? I won't complain. Wow. It's crazy because this isn't even like a good turn 5 board anymore. A good turn 5 board is an insane Snowball with Frost Death Knight or whatever Death Knight's running the location, or an Evolve Shaman. Like that's what snowballs the game. Have you tried Quest Druid yet? No. Why not play Curse Implock? Why only Implock? Because Implock uses the new card, No Fins Impossible, and I think that this deck is arguably pretty good. Still. Shady Bartender feels awkward. Okay, so it's not freezing. I guess we'll pump up the 2 of these. I guess we can trade one of them away, but we'll pump them up. We don't actually want to trade. Okay. Oh, it's zombies. I forgot that existed. That's my bad. Lol, whoops. Yeah, they're just gonna concede. They're gonna pump this up, keep going face, and there's not really much they can do. Besides, this deck is still pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna say the deck is great, but the deck is solid for sure. I won that game in 2 minutes. I won this game in 4 minutes. I won the other game in like 2 minutes as well. 5? This one was 4? One sec. I'm trying to do math here. What is... So that's 15... 20, 26 minutes. Yeah, 26 minutes is long enough for a video. I want to play a Quest Priest anyway. I'm going to go pee real quick. I'll be right back. But, one sec. I'm not going to play Frost Death Knight, no. Fuck that deck. Ugh. I saw somebody play this not too long ago, and I was like, hey, Quest Priest looks like fun. Let's try that out. It is not an auto Luzian's Blood. In fact, I think it's favored against Blood Death Knight. No? Because they don't have enough removal to deal with the Death Rattle card?
Tyrande versus Gul'dan.
Where's the mage deck? What mage deck? I mean, it's Blood... not Blood. Big, maybe? But that's about it. Okay. So... I'm going to keep Shard of Naru, and I'm going to keep the Nether Drake, because if it's Imp... These are both very good, and if it's not Imp, I still think having Shard of Naru is good for silencing some of their big Death Rattle win conditions. Mutanus doesn't really matter. I can't really get rid of it at this point, unfortunately. And again, we're gonna have to keep Shard of Naru. We can't really draw or do anything special. I like Cannibalize as a card quite a bit. I think because you run Cannibalize, you can probably take out one Shadow Word Ruin. You can also use Identity Theft next turn to just see what's going on. But yeah, I think taking out one Shadow Word Ruin might be good. But then again, there are a lot of big boards that exist. I don't know, maybe we can take out one Cannibalize. I just don't think we need this many 4-drops. I think what we need more of is 2 and 3s, but we'll see. We'll play that. We'll see what's in their hand. Vander. No, don't really want to play that. Although it is a 4-drop. It's not active, but it's at least a 4-drop, which can help progress my my quest a little bit. We're looking for a 2. This is not great. Discover friendly minion, give it rush. It dies at the end of the turn. No, that wouldn't really do anything. I don't want another 4, but I guess it's removal, so it's kind of the best option for me. We have Theatar, we have Mutanus, and we have Silence to try to get rid of the best cards possible. I will also be playing Vander. Actually, no, I guess I'll play Twisted Tether. No, I'll play Vander. It doesn't really matter. It gives away what I stole from them, but it's not like it changes anything. Yeah, I really do think taking out maybe one Cannibalize, because even though it's good, how good is healing at this point? Like, there's so many OTK and crazy decks where I just feel like Shadow Word Ruin might be better. Okay. I can silence it and then just, like, keep it alive, I guess. I don't care too much about it. Oh, no, wait, this is undead. No, wait, this is actually insane. Silence. And then do I want to eat it? Destroy a minion, give it stats to this, so I make it an 11/11. I feel like that's fine. They now have to revive it and make it undead or reborn. Which maybe they have, maybe they don't. I would say that it's likely that they have it. In fact, they probably top decked it. Oh, they didn't. They're just trying to empty their hand right now. Oh, that's nice. Theatar. So, I still haven't found a 2. Let's draw and see if we can find a 2. If we can, great. We found Sir Finley. No, we can't use Sir Finley. We have all of the disruption in the world in my hand right now. We have to get rid of one of my few 5-drops. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure we take out one Cannibalize and we put in a Spirit Guide. This is the deck list I saw. Oh, wait, yeah, they play Twisted Tether and they get the thing. Oh, that's what our Shadow Word Ruin will be for. We get Thrive in the Shadows! Yay! We play this to get it out of my hands so we don't overdraw when we play this. What card do I want? I guess probably Shadow Word Ruin is best. And then we discover a card from my deck, which is not bad. Do I want to coin out Theatar? Whirlpool! Ooh, wait a minute. Whirlpool could maybe be insane. And then if I coin out Theatar, I feel like that makes the most sense to me. They have a pretty full hand. Let's see if we can find anything. We'll take the Flesh Behemoth because it's friggin' massive. No. I don't want to give him Whirlpool. I don't want to give him the Light It Burns either. I'll give him Light It Burns because it doesn't quite kill the 9-drop minion anyway. I'll play Mutanus soon, I guess, because they're probably a decent number of like minions in their hand. Goldshire Knoll trades in. I'm fine with that. That's a minion that's gone. We're looking for a 5. I mean, maybe there's a world where I just kind of ignore their stuff on the board, because I don't think there's a world where they kill me. I don't know. If I play a good whirlpool and they try to make copies of cards, I think I can actually win this game pretty easily. No! No, no, no. They drew it! They top decked it, man. And it's reborn. So yeah, it no longer really matters what I do. The game's over. I mean, I can whirlpool, but it doesn't get rid of the horseman. Damn. We were close. We were actually pretty close to winning that game. But in the end, they have multiple different ways of resummoning it after it's already died, so it's not like it actually ends up mattering at all. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we play the behemoth and we pray. I already played the thing that heals me. I don't want to play Sir Finley because I want to play you next turn. What do you even get me? Does this actually even summon anything? Draw an undead minion from my deck. None of my minions are undead. We already drew the only undead card that there is, right? Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe I don't care about this hand. And it kills off 2 things. We'll just do that, and then we'll play another Shadow Word Ruin. That is so crazy that we play both of them here. I'm trying to think about, like, how I... Maybe I silence the last one and play Whirlpool at the same time. That might get me there, actually. That could perhaps get me there. I'll just draw a card for now. Nothing really too crazy about it. We'll heal up a little bit as well. I've already played a 6, so this is kind of useless. Yeah, I feel like the big issue with this deck is it just can't compete with a lot of things in it. It just feels like a lot of things are too fast. Ow. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Then you get that. And then they get the lifesteal one. Yep. Yup. Yes, sir. Kinda broken.
Turn away.
I can't really play Whirlpool or anything. It doesn't matter. GG. Whirlpool doesn't matter anymore. They still win.
It is finished.
I'm legitimately gonna put 1 Steam Cleaner in this deck. I'm taking out that and I'm putting in a Steam Cleaner. I do not want to run Cannibalize. Well, not at all, but I don't want to run 2 copies of it. I also think Condemn's a little awkward. But I guess it's fine. Restaurant Viper, what weapon am I trying to play around here? I feel like there aren't any weapons that I'm actually concerned about, so we take out both of these. We put in you, and we put in Steam Cleaner. We have to. It's the only way we could possibly win that matchup. But it's a pretty good card.
Taranda versus Darian Mowgri.
The main reason Condemn is in this deck is because you need to find the cheap things as soon as you possibly can. Like, you just absolutely need to find cheap cards like 2s and 3s and whatnot as fast as possible. So let me think here. Steam Cleaner, not a great card to have in my hand unless it's Blood Death Knight. And if it's Blood Death Knight, I would love to snipe their their horsemen. But then again, if it is Blood Death Knight and they're going the horseman, we could also just silence it and then kill it, which would also do very similar. Well, we got the silence, that's nice. If they're going aggro, we're gonna have to hope to draw a shadow spell soon and play the Light Mod Nether Drake. And how many shadow spells do I have in the deck? I actually don't have that many. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the deck out of 40 cards. So, I don't know. Maybe I take out a Desperate Prayer and I put a Cannibalize back in. Because I honestly don't like 2 Desperate Prayers because I feel like a decent number of the time it's kind of useless. Like, yes, I know it synergizes really well with Zyrella and it's good heal in a pinch. But I feel like Cannibalize is just so much better. I'm not going to silence that. There's no reason to. Clean the Scene could end up being really good at some point. I could maybe trade away Shard of Naru because I know that it's going to be an aggro deck. Maybe I should have silenced it so they don't get a 3-3 out there as well. But I'm really just hoping for like Sir Finley or something at this point.
Understand the code.
Okay, that's fine. A Spirit Guide. I think I'm down to silence this. Gets rid of a pretty decent death rattle and gets rid of a draw, which, to be quite honest, slows them down enough to where I maybe can win this game. Steam Cleaner is gonna be useless, so I can play you turn 5 to draw some cards. Oh, I like you. You're a minion that I can put on the board at least. Clean the Scene actually does very well here because they haven't pumped anything up yet. If they don't have a location, I can play Clean the Scene and kind of wipe the board. But I still think playing Spirit Guide is better. Ah, there it is. But I still think playing Spirit Guide is better because I need to draw cards to deal a massive like board wipe. Cannibalize, we got the shadow spell actually. Instead, we can just play this and wipe the board right away, which I think is just way better. Now what we need to do is find a 2-drop. That's the other thing. I take out Desperate Prayer, put an extra shadow spell with the Cannibalize, but I also need to try to figure out how to put in another 2-drop. I'm just not a huge fan of Desperate Prayer in general. I feel like having Gift of Naru and even Cannibalize at this point is enough healing in most situations to be fine. So I'm kind of considering taking out at least 1 Desperate Prayer, if not both, to put in an extra Condemn or just another 2-drop. So that way I can more reliably finish the first part of the quest. Because I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 40 cards feels like it's not enough. I was playing on somebody and they played Grey Sage Parrot and cast Drakefire Amulet and I gave them 2 mistakes. Yeah, I had that happen to me. Not to me, but I was playing against somebody and the same thing happened to them. And it was pretty funny. Okay, I'm totally down to just trade here. Play the 5. It's not the best thing in the world, but it'll allow me to draw some cards, which I think is really good for me. Playing the Scene being infused is also extremely good for me because it'll allow me to kill off pretty massive boards. And as long as I can stay fairly healthy, I think this game should be a win. Because this is a minion-based deck. It's got a little bit less burst than normal. It's another situation where I'm like, second Desperate Prayer, kind of not as good as having maybe like a Cannibalize or something. Ecore, hey Joe, how's it going? Watching your stream and relaxing right now? Hey, X, how's it going? Glad that you're relaxing and enjoying the stream. I wish I could relax and enjoy the stream, but I'm the one who has to actually play the game, so there is no relaxation on this end of the stream. Absolutely zero. You could say mistakes were made. Wait, that's actually so funny. Every time somebody accidentally generates a mistake, I'm gonna say, mistakes were made. That's actually so funny, Jeremy. It's comedy gold. Wait, is that something that you like saw somebody else say, or did you just come up with that on your own? Mistakes were made. Mirror Manipulator, okay. I do take a decent chunk of damage. I get Thrive, which is nice. I can play like Thrive and Clean the Scene to kill off 2 of these things. And I guess Desperate Prayer does heal me up at this point, but... Oh yeah, Clean the Scene's very good here. Clean the Scene, we need to play it to kill off both of these things. We're gonna go Thrive, see what we get. I mean, I guess I can go with another Clean the Scene, because I don't think they're gonna have any like exceptionally big minions, and this should cover most of my bases after I play a couple of minions anyway. So we'll take that because we already have a 2-drop. We already played it, so we'll take Clean the Scene, and then we're gonna play this Clean the Scene to kill off this and that, and then maybe Desperate Prayer. Not 100% sure if I want to do that. Discover a Secret, no. I think Astalar curves out the best of anything here. So let's go Clean the Scene to kill off both of these and save Desperate Prayer for now. I don't feel the need to play it currently because I don't think they can burst me for 19 damage in the version that they're currently going. And then I'm going to play this next turn and heal up a little bit. Maybe play Astalar, not 100% sure yet. And then... I mean, I don't even think the win condition is necessarily, like, finishing the quest, you know? Like, I don't think the win condition of this deck is finishing the quest in this matchup. I think the win condition for this matchup is just making sure I can survive for as long as possible. I'll take... Ooh, this is an interesting one. I could take Identity Theft. Silence could be good because they'll have death rattles, but they're gonna instantly trigger their death rattles anyway with the Construct Porter regardless. Whirlpool, it's good removal, and it's a good 8-drop that might be a little bit better than Zyrella, so I'll take Whirlpool, I guess. And then I will play Desperate Prayer and just heal up for now to make sure I don't die. No reason to play Astalar, it's gonna get frozen or killed pretty much immediately anyway. I had some generate a mistake from Bronze Explorer and made it up, then saw Drakefire thing and the Reddit, the same thing. Yeah, that was a funny joke though, mistakes were made. That was a good one. Respect. Make a mistake emote went, oh, that's genius. No, that's actually genius. I can make a mistake emote. And then every time I misplay, oh no, that's gonna get so out of hand. But every time I make a misplay, everybody will just spam like mistakes in the chat and it'll just, oh, it's gonna be so funny. Oh, that'll be great. I'll work on that and I will literally make it tonight. So by the time I stream next and by the time the video for this goes live, the emote will definitely be a thing.
Anybody?
Is streaming more fun for you than creating YouTube videos? Well, I kind of do both at the same time. Don't obliterate it. I try fine, I guess. Oh yeah, but anyway, I kind of do both at the same time, but I do like streaming more because I get to interact with you guys, whereas making a YouTube video, it's a lot of downtime, right? I'm just editing, which is also fun. I sometimes try to make funny things, but that doesn't really work for YouTube. What works, or that doesn't really work for YouTube on Hearthstone. People like less editing and more talking about the gameplay most of the time. Unless you're going for a pure funny version like Rarin, who kind of revolutionized how people make Hearthstone content in general. We'll draw a card and then just play Whirlpool. Nothing really too crazy here. Whirlpool wipes the board, pretty insane. Now all I need to do is find a 7-drop and I should be able to just win after that. Even if I don't get another one, I should be able to win fairly soon because I have Cannibalize and Astalar. And I can just flood the board a little bit. No biggie. I mean, I don't even need to play Cannibalize. I could just go Light It Burns. Let's see how much mana I need to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. We'll see what secret we get first. That could determine what I do. We'll take counter. Actually, what other spells could they possibly have in the deck? Let's go zombies, actually. Then boom. Astellar. Actually, no, not Astellar. We'll just go zombies and heal. We don't need to Astellar anything yet. I mean, I think we've made it through the worst. I think at this point, it's just kind of coasting to the end of the game at this point. Frost Strike, generate a random card, it's fine. I realize now that Steam Cleaner is kind of bad because if I put the shard in my deck, I could destroy my own win condition. But I think destroying the opponent's win condition is most of the time more worth it. It's a fun deck. Oh, Quest Priest is good against Frost Death Knight generally. Double Frost plus Single Blood is somewhat unexpected and can get off the quest reward because of Patchwork. Yeah, Patchwork is definitely a card that you have to be worried about. Let's see if we can find anything off of this. I'll take Frost Strike. Maybe we can find something. I'll play the Nerubian Vizier. Actually, no. We'll go Bran. They can't kill Bran. That's something, I guess. What do I want? Draw a Frost spell? Don't have any. This is useless. Whenever I cast a spell, at least it can maybe get me some use. Then we're gonna go boom into Astellar and just get 2 of them. And then it'll force them to try to remove that brand from the board, and if they can't, then we get more stuff. Why are you playing the worst win rate class? Is it the worst? I thought Warrior was the worst. Hold up. No, it's not the worst. It's literally in the middle. Warrior is by far the worst. Fair enough. Don't really mind that, to be honest. Horn of Winter, not a big deal. I'm not going to get frozen. That doesn't matter. I don't know why they're still playing this game out. Like, the game is so clearly over. The game is so clearly over. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Right? They don't really have a win condition. Even if they have Astellar as a maybe late game finisher and like Bran School Teacher, I just don't think that it's enough to warrant sticking around. Like, they're not going to draw. They're not going to get the cards that they need. Do I want to go Silence this turn? Oh my word, maybe I do go Silence this turn. I mean, I could just go Condemn, they draw a card, I take some more damage, and then I go Astellar, and I hit them in the face with a ton of damage here. Okay, actually not bad, and they do get to kill off my, my 5/3 there. Which is kind of interesting. Would I rather go Silence into Astellar? I don't think I care about them drawing another card. I really don't. We're just gonna go Condemn, hit Astellar. Again, the reason just because I don't think they have the burst to kill me from like 27. At worst, 23 HP. And I still have this for healing. I've got another Astellar. I've got this healing. Like, there's nothing that they can do at this point. Maybe I stand corrected. Oh! Now that's a lot of damage. I technically don't have lethal yet. Technically. Can I get lethal? Yeah. I'm literally 1 off of lethal with this. Because I can light it burns the 5/5. No, wait. No, yeah, and I can't play Clean the Scene and kill them. I'm looking to see if I have lethal, and I just don't. We're going to play the Light It Burns. Then we're going to play you. It'll kill Bran. We'll heal up a pretty decent amount. And, yeah, I did not expect that. But I realize now that there is a good amount of burst damage. What if they run Theatar? No way they run Theatar in that deck. That just wouldn't make sense.
Understand the code.
Fair enough. Do they hit first with the 1/1? They forgot to hit me in the face first with the 1. Oh no. Why would they do it on that? A little weird, but okay. Cool, got him. I think one Desperate Prayer out for Cannibalize is not bad. Do I have a golden one? Nah, I don't. It's okay.
Tyrande versus the Lich King.
Will serve me.
Yay, another Lich King deck. I love it. We're gonna get rid of the Light of Burns, and we're gonna try to basically finish the first part of our quest as quickly as possible. So it'll be you into this, into ideally a Mage Secret for 3 mana, so we can just progress that into you turn 4 to also hopefully wipe the enemy board at the same time. Condemn, you know, it's a card for sure. I can say that with 100% certainty. Condemn is in fact a card. But the fact that it only starts off at 1 damage is pretty abysmal. Like, I don't know if you guys have thought about this very much, but this is not good, man.
Where you followed.
We get explosive runes. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it is a 3 into a 4. The 4 is active, which will allow me to kill off at least a decent number of minions right off the bat. Maybe they use the location. Hopefully they don't have it this early on in the game. Really think the location needs to be nerfed to maybe 4 mana. Or make it have slightly lower stats. Instead of being a 4/5, make it like a 3/3 or a 3/4 or something. I just feel like it's such a strong card to play and immediately trigger a death rattle and create corpses or something. I don't know. Favorite deck of all time to play? Probably Build a Beast Hunter. Way back in Knights of the Frozen Throne, when it was like no minions were in your deck. It was mostly secrets and secret synergy cards. Yuck, dude, that's so disgusting. 2 Lightmaw Nether Drakes. I'll play this, and then I'll go 1 Lightmaw Nether Drake, and then I'll go another Lightmaw Nether Drake the following turn. Well, maybe not. I guess if this ends up having 2 HP, we could maybe condemn it turn 5 and save some mana that way, but it depends on what they end up playing. Bonebreaker, that's fine. Not too upset about that. Is your girlfriend watching your streams? No, she's at work. She goes to work. She has a job. It's wild, I know. Here I am. I don't got a job. I stream for a living. We'll kill up both of these. I'm basically just hoping to survive the next couple of... Oh, wait, I can't end turn yet. My bad. That would have been awkward if I just ended turn there. I don't really want Sir Finley. But at the same time, I kind of do, because I feel like the rest of my hand is kind of mid. After I play the second Lightmaw Nether Drake, I think Sir Finley's pretty decent. Like, it's just nice to have him to refill my hand at some point, you know? My next turn, they're going to probably Hero Power, hit my face, transform it, hit this. They're going to both have low HP, and then I'm going to play Lightmaw Nether Drake again. Maybe draw a card off of Gift of Naru, and then coin out Sir Finley, because the rest of the cards in my hand are pretty useless. But yeah, my favorite deck to play of all time was the Hunter deck way back when. No Plague Spreader. I think it's pretty annoying for most decks. It is pretty annoying in most decks, I'll admit. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. Especially with so much Death Knight. If I give them a Plague Spreader, they just play it and then immediately trigger its Death Rattle and then give me a Plague Spreader, which would be super duper annoying. So I just opted to not put it in. Also, more people are running Silence now because of the Rivendare. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna play you. Then draw. See if we get anything interesting. We get a Cathedral, which I do like, and it kind of makes me not want to coin out Sir Finley. Oh, jeez. But if I do coin out Sir Finley and I can find, like, Light Shower Elemental, and I can just play that next turn, it's so big. I'll play the Cathedral next turn, see if I can draw into something good, and then if I can, great, and if I can't, then I'll play Sir Finley next turn. The meta's too fast? True. I agree, 100%. Okay, so now they know that it's objection or explosive runes, and they're probably thinking it's objection and fearing the worst. So they're gonna, I don't know, play like a weak card and take a little bit of extra damage. That doesn't really matter to them though, because I'm not gonna rush them down or anything. That's not how I win this game. I'll probably go Cathedral and then Sir Finley and just not even need the coin, right? I will literally not even need to use the coin. I will shuffle it back into my deck so that way I can get a little bit of extra value out of it. We get the Behemoth, which is interesting. The more I play, the more I think I kind of don't want to play Sir Finley because I have a great 7-drop for good healing. Let's see what secret I get. Let's actually play with the cards in hand here. Noble Sacrifice. It's not bad. Curves out pretty well, actually. And it's hard for them to play around Paladin secrets. They won't know what it is. And it's not really going to protect anything. No, the Bone Breaker is still going to do damage. But maybe they will attack with the minion first. And then Noble Sacrifice will go off and it'll be something. How tall are you? I'm 5'10". Why do you ask? How tall are you? Have you applied to be a content creator for the content creator program? I guess results are shared today. Oh, I did the day it was announced, and then I kind of low-key forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me. I will look at my Gmail right now. I will admit, I do say, God, I hate Hearthstone a lot. So if they end up not including me because I talk bad about Hearthstone a lot, I kind of get it. I'd be a little bit unfortunate, or it would be a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay.
I have but little time.
Okay, they're gonna go face. But luckily, Noble Sacrifice keeps me from taking damage. The fact that they didn't play a minion is a little bit frustrating because I wanted to play the Behemoth. So that way I could heal up a little bit. We get Gift of Naru. Let's play that and draw a card. I don't have an email from them at this point, but I mean, who knows? Maybe at some point I will get one. And I will heal up a little bit more. And then I'll just play Prince Renathal. No reason to play this. I still want to play the Blackwater Behemoth. To kill off a minion and heal. It's one of my best, most efficient heal cards, so I would 100% be down to keep this hand and not play Sir Finley. I mean, honestly, next turn, I could just go Behemoth Sir Finley. I could just be my 1-2 punch. And then I can also pump up the attack of the Behemoth to heal up even more. Heal all the way back up to 35, and I don't think there's really that much of Frost Death Knight can do. This might be, like, the best counter to the meta. Think about it. Right now, the meta is completely dominated by Frost Death Knight, Evolve Shaman, and some other aggro board-based decks like Pure Paladin and Imp Warlock and things of that nature. This deck has insane control and healing to deal with those really good decks. But then you also have Steam Cleaner to deal with the Rivendare decks, which you could run a second Steam Cleaner or something if you want. It really comes down to what your matchups are looking like. Instead of maybe one Spirit Guide, or instead of having 2 Spirit Guides, you can have 1 and 2 Steam Cleaners, depends on how many of those decks you're running up against. And then, I don't know, man. That doesn't even sound that bad to me. Running 2 Steam Cleaners depending on the matchup, but you have like responses to most of the win conditions in the game. In fact, you have pretty decent responses to most of the win conditions in the game. You know, instead of playing Sir Finley, I might just coin out Astar to kill off the 4-2. To take as little damage as possible. I'm gonna pump this up. We're gonna heal up an insane amount because I don't really have that much more healing. We're gonna go boop into kill off the 4-2 because it's annoying. And then hopefully this kills the 4-4. It's a small chance. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance. Yeah, we miss it, but I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, we healed up a ton. We killed off 2 of their minions. We're stabilizing for the next stage of the game. We haven't played a 5 or a 6 cost yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Where did my live stream chat go? Sorry, my bad. It's mostly getting us Shaman. Wait, what are we talking about? Sorry, I misread something. You around the stream a lot? Oh, who's around the stream a lot? Oh, the person who messaged me about. My bad, my bad. I feel like I've seen that name around several times before. It's kind of weird that you haven't gotten a gifted sub. The person, yeah, Aloran does make a good point. You sometimes have to turn the what's it called? You have to turn the option on. We'll kill the 5/5 because that's probably the biggest minion that they're gonna get. I don't really want to play clean the scene. I'd rather just do that. Yeah, they're just gonna end the game because I have too much healing and armor. There's just not anything that they can do. Can we need a deck code for this deck? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Taranda versus Nemzi.
Let's dive in!
Queen Ajara demands your rebuke.
One sec, I need to do something. Where is it? Okay, so against a Warlock. I think that Warlock, you don't necessarily need Mutanus. It is one of your counterplay cards, but I don't think it's as good as trying to find Steam Cleaner as soon as possible. So, as soon as we finish the first part of our quest, we are going to do everything in our power to draw Steam Cleaner. It's kind of weird we're playing in so many Warlocks all of a sudden. We literally said that it's probably one of our worst matchups. And it just so happens that we immediately queue into 2 of them in the next 4 games after saying that. But it's fine. I mean, maybe it's not an OTK deck. And maybe if it is an OTK deck, maybe it's mine, and maybe we can steal something important from them. I meant to hit him with the greetings, not the well played. We'll take the explosive runes. Mage secrets are just a lot harder for them to deal with historically, but we will play identity theft next turn. See if we can find a 4-drop to finish the first part of our quest as fast as possible. Thinking about Plague Spreader. By the way, oh, you were talking about Plague Spreader before. That's what the conversation was. Fair enough. Don't want Coin. Don't really want Shallow Grave. Twisted Tether is at least a minion. And then I guess I can also take Dreadlich Tamsin. I don't think healing's going to be that important, but draw could end up being very good here. Person need help finding the setting. True, fair enough. The setting for turning on gifted memberships is so weird. Oh, we can kill that immediately. That's pretty good. Nice. We don't pump anything up with this, but something's better than nothing. Also, silence would be okay. Thrive in the Shadows helps me draw, thin out the deck a little bit. It's better than the other 2 options by far. We're probably going to go Prince Renathal and Thrive in the Shadows. Look for silence. Not another Goldshire Knoll. No. Not another one. Coining out. Scourge supplies. They're just going to draw a bunch. It's not great. What about including 2 Demolition Renovators for destroying locations for Imp Warlock with a huge draw? I mean, I could do that. I'm looking for silence. This progresses my quest. But this is just a card I can dump out of my hand to play Tamsin next turn, which is kind of what I want to do at the end of the day. They probably trade the 5/4 into the 3/4. Maybe they go face. I don't know. If they go face, we heal with Desperate Prayer. If they kill my minion, the healing doesn't really do anything. Okay, Flesh Behemoth. Can't really do anything about that right now. I was hoping to get a silence, but maybe we can get a silence off of the Dreadlich Tamsin. We get Lightmon Nether Drake, which is not perfect, but it's fine. We'll go bonk. We're gonna go boop, and then we're gonna go Dreadlich Tamsin and just draw as many cards as possible. Hopefully find the Steam Cleaner. And if we can't find Steam Cleaner, then I don't really know what I need. They get a 4/8. I might actually just end up playing Sir Finley next turn. This hand is not good enough to want to keep. I'm down to get rid of everything in this hand, except for, I mean, sadly, Identity Theft, maybe Whirlpool. Shallow Grave on the 4/8 to get 2 minions. Oh, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Restore its health to all friendly characters. I kind of want to save this for Whirlpool and just Whirlpool to kill off as many big minions as I can, but...
What is taking so long?
I need to play Sir Finley, I think. It really sucks. I wish I had Silence in my hand. I really do, but I don't. It's just not how the cookies crumble in today. We'll play Sir Finley. I like Whirlpool, but the rest of my hand is just not good enough. I guess we could end up drawing Fell Rifts, which would suck. Hopefully we don't draw more than 1, but knowing my luck, we're going to draw at least 2, maybe 3. We do get Silence and a Light It Burns, and we drew 2 of these, which is pretty unfortunate. Oh no. I'll Life Tap. We get a Whirlpool, which is not bad. And then I'll play this. There's nothing really else to play at this point, to be quite honest with you. I'm kind of down to just let them play multiple things, and I can Whirlpool to wipe their board next turn. But yeah, Demolition Renovators are interesting because although I think they're really, really good, first of all, as soon as the location's nerfed, I don't think it'll be nearly as strong. And second of all, I don't think it's really needed because the locations in this deck, or the locations in the matchups for this deck, just aren't really that important. I don't know if I explained that super well. I still need 2 to die for that. That makes sense. That's my bad. Okay, they're gonna kill that off with more. Wait, are they gonna heal? Oh, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Do you play other games other than Hearthstone? Yeah. I play League. I actually have another League channel. Let's destroy this with Cannibalize. Then Silence when they end up getting the 6/6. Fudge, man, it's not the 6/6. Are you kidding me? Well, I'll kill that off. I guess I'll not Life Tap necessarily, but similar to Life Tap. And then I'm gonna go Gift of Naru. It heals up their minion, but I'll be able to kill it soon anyway. It doesn't really matter. We get a Fell Rift. Sick. Okay, it's going to infuse the Clean the Scene as well. And Light Terror Elemental is awesome. They overdraw Drain Soul. Unfortunately, they did not overdraw the card I wanted them to overdraw, which was the Horseman. And we are still searching for the Steam Cleaner for when they end up playing their Horseman. I'm pretty bummed, actually, about how this game has been going. Because, like, as much as I want this to work out for me, and as much as I think that it is going pretty well, they have so many ways of resummoning their minion that could just end up wrecking me, you know? But no, I think it's gonna have to be clean, or silence clean the scene. And then clean the scene, get rid of them. We finish the next part of our quest, which is fantastic. We can possibly just life tap. I want Mutanus, I think, for more disruption, and it's a 7-drop, so we'll take that. We're at 9, so rather than drawing a card, I think we just play this to get it out on the board. So that way we can maybe draw some more cards in a little bit if we ever want to. It just is more setup. I guess we could have gone Fell Rift as well, but I don't really think, yeah. Discover a friendly minion, wow, give it rush and have it do the thingamabob. Wait a minute, they didn't get the card. Okay, don't get the card again, don't get the card again. Huge. Okay, kind of bad. I'll admit it, that is a friggin' massive board, but it's not the end of the world here. We can get rid of the other one with the Whirlpool. We can get rid of the 10. And then we can also have them draw a card, and then we can also condemn to kill off the... Okay, we're taking a decent amount of damage here, which is not great. Oh, no, it just instantly dies. I forgot. Okay, is Whirlpool correct, then? It would get rid of the one that's in their hand, right? Because don't they have it in their hand? No, they got rid of it. That's my bad. This is just so much damage that I'm taking for, like, no reason. It's so bullshit. Condemn does not do enough. If I go Shadow Word Ruin plus Condemn, gives me 6 mana left, or 4 mana left to do what exactly? I feel like that doesn't do anything. Pump up this minion. That's actually pretty decent, but doesn't really matter. We're gonna go Shadow Word Ruin to kill them both off, then go Condemn. And then we're gonna just life tap, I guess. It's not even a life tap at this point anymore. It's better than the Fell Rift, though. We get Identity Theft, does not matter. We need to save the other Silence just in case. Oh, man. Do I even have enough healing to survive the rest of this game? I don't know. Only time will tell. There's Thaddeus. Chattius Thaddeus the Third. What removal do I have? I've got Whirlpool, which is decent. It's fine. But, like, I need a different source of removal to deal with this right now. Do I play Light Shower Elemental? I feel like that might just be better, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I guess I could be wrong with this.
I'm not getting any younger.
I need to play Light Shower Elemental, no? No, I guess Whirlpool. How many more big minions do they actually have? But then I have nothing else to play this turn. I'm in the same position as I was before. Yeah, it has to be Whirlpool, though. It just has to be Whirlpool, and then we pass. We get rid of, like, nothing else. It's fine. Oh, jeez. I wanted to play Mutanus before, but I can't. It's okay. I think they're, for the most part, out of important good cards. Like, that's very good, to be quite honest with you. But I can at least, like, play Light Shower Elemental, and it's not as strong of an ongoing ability. Okay. Scourge supplies, continue to draw cards. Do I play Mutanus here? I don't think I can afford to play Mutanus here. I think the only way that I can win is by playing Light Shower Elemental and hoping to not die. Or drawing a good heal spell and playing Xyrella. Oh. Let's eat that, play Xyrella, and then draw a card, I guess. Eat that, play Xyrella. And then I guess you can also still draw a card. Maybe I could have drawn a card first, as soon as I kind of knew what I was going to do. Well, we got Steam Cleaner, so now we definitely just win the game. They lost Flesh Behemoth, doesn't really matter. We win the game with the Steam Cleaner, hit him with the Well Played. Wow, really? You got it? There's no way. There's actually no way that they got it. I mean, we're gonna play Steam Cleaner regardless, so it doesn't really matter. But no way they randomly got that, right? Wait, what does this say that it reses? A reborn minion? I guess there are 3 that it could have been. No! What am I gonna do? Maybe I'll play freaking Steam Cleaner or something, I guess. Heck it, why not? Am I right? Or am I right?
Shall be merciful.
I don't know if Steam Cleaner is gonna be enough.
I must know more.
Hit. Then we just play Steam Cleaner. And then, I don't know. Do I play Spirit Guide? I guess I could play Spirit Guide. Does this get rid of all of their cards? It does get rid of all of their cards, thank goodness. Okay, all of their cards are gone. I lost some Fel Rifts, but I don't really care. Thank goodness. I was thinking maybe they had one more card to randomly, this card, the one that summons one of their minions back, but they've already played both of them, so I guess it's fine. Had they played the second one? When did they play the second one? They played it for Daddy Thaddy. And it said they ran 2. Where was the other one? Wait, seriously, when did they use the other one? They used one and it got Daddy Thaddy. Thank goodness. I was thinking maybe they had one more card to randomly, do I play Spirit Guide? Fel Rifts, but I don't really care. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. The main yeah. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna be done streaming for the day. I'm trying to stream for about 2.5 hours every day, so that way I can stream every day without getting a little burnt out. And it's been 2 hours and 29 minutes. I'm trying to work on a new League of Legends channel. For those of you who haven't already checked it out, I'm still trying to figure out what I want my style to be. I think I'm having a good time with what I'm currently doing, but I kind of want to go back to my roots where I went with Hearthstone, which is just playing off-meta stuff and having a good time. Like AP Gnar, AP Rengar, AP Tryndamere, AP Nasus, AP Irelia, full AD Poppy, full AD Set. I'm playing full AP Sejuani right now, and it's super duper strong. And just making content on that, because I think it's just I feel like that would be the most fun way to play and make content in general. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow, where I'll stream again for 2.5 hours. I'll probably be playing Paladin and Jailer Warrior, these 2 decks right here. And after that, we'll see where we go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. And Steam Cleaner? Yeah, get Steam cleaned, noob. Ha!